Just as I was getting up here, I got a notification on my phone. I didn't really have a chance to look at it, but I just skimmed through it really quickly, and it said that there's been a change in the Hobby Lobby situation, right? You know what's been going on with Hobby Lobby, that they've been given approval by the Supreme Court to not provide certain kinds of birth control, right? Well, there's been a change of events, and they're actually going to provide more than they originally planned, which is good news. So Hobby Lobby is now going to provide the following forms of birth control. One, they will pay for your next pair of Crocs. Two, they will pay your admission fee to the next Comic-Con. And three, they will renew your subscription to the magazine Cat Fancy. It's good news for some of those employees. So the other day I ordered a pizza from Domino's, and to confirm that I had ordered and that it was on its way, I got an email, right? Pizza places are doing that these days. I got an email from Domino's, and the email says, and I'm not joking, the email says, "Jesus has left the store with your pizza." Now, I know that name is pronounced Jesus, but I don't care who you are, when you see that name written down, your first thought is, Jesus has left the store with my pizza? People have been waiting to see this guy for thousands of years. Now I'm going to see him in less than 30 minutes. I got real sad, thinking, what if it is really Jesus working for Domino's? And how bad is the economy if he needs a part-time job? Doesn't give me a lot of hope. So my name is Katie Palomino. Usually when I meet people, the first thing they assume is that I'm Italian, right? Palomino. But I'm actually not Italian. I am Cuban, which means my family is from Cuba. So, not Palomino as in the mafia, but Palomino as in oppressive communism. My family came to this country decades ago from Cuba. We came here on a boat, not a homemade one, and we came here legally. Usually when I tell people that I'm Cuban, the response I often get is, "Well, you don't look Mexican." It's because I'm not Mexican. But I realize that when people are saying you don't look Mexican, they're not using Mexican in the dictionary definition, which is from Mexico, right? They're using the Americanized version of Mexican, which is anybody who looks like they speak Spanish. In that case, you are correct. I do not look Mexican. I realize as I've gotten older that I have some physical traits and some personality traits that are classically Cuban. My personality, I get my warm and engaging charm from the Cubans. I get my positive high energy from the Cubans. And I also get my ability to be the loudest person wherever I am from the Cubans. The Cubans were a loud people. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Cubans were actually the loudest of all the Mexicans. People don't always know that. I will tell people that I'm Cuban, and I'll say we're loud, and people will say, "Oh, loud is relative." No, loud is all my relatives. Can't talk over each other all the time. I also have some physical qualities that are also very Cuban. I always get compliments on my year-round golden brown skin. I always get compliments on my deep, dark brown, seductive eyes. And I always have people telling me that I have great hair. And it's true, the Cubans have great hair. We have lots and lots and lots and lots of great hair. In fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but when a 12-year-old Cuban boy when he turns 12, that's the first time his father shows him how to shave his mustache. It's true, age 12. Cuban girls, on the other hand, it's about age 10. I'm grateful for those Cuban genes. Thank you, Father. You might be able to tell by looking at me, and if your stereotypes are up to code, I don't date men. I'm what you call smart. I'll admit, I am a less likely person to get married. Mostly because I'm gay, gaining a reputation of being independent. Now I'm just beating around the bush. I want to be honest with you. Come clean, come out of the closet, I think is what they say. My name is Katie Palomino, and I play softball. It feels really good. I mean, do you picture this, having sex with a man? No one can. Except apparently the Catholic Church. I mean, which, by the way, I always love it when people say really creative things when they're against the gays. God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Very, very original. Now, I'm no expert on theology, but if I understand creation to be that God made everything, and God made everyone, then God made Adam, God made Eve, and God made Steve. Let's just get our facts straight. I also think it's interesting that there are people who will say the gays should not have children, and they certainly should not be allowed to adopt children. That's a problem. And they'll use things like they're immoral and they're irresponsible when they cite those sorts of things, which I think is interesting because I've never heard of a gay couple who got drunk and accidentally adopted. Maybe it's just me. You know, I often have people say to me, "What's it like being gay?" Like I've taken one for the team or something. Like I'm some sort of war veteran. It's probably a lot like your life, to be honest. Most of the time, my life is as carefree and gay as the 1950s. It really is. But there are times, I'll tell you, when it does feel like the whole world is against me. I mean, the other day I was driving and it was raining and I was having a bad day. And the next thing I know, the GPS says, "Go straight!" Everybody's against me. So I live here in Grand Rapids, and I don't know if you guys know this about Grand Rapids, but it's not exactly open and welcoming to people who are different, right? I mean, you're welcomed if you're tall, blonde, blue-eyed, Dutch, and hetero, so I fit right in. I even have straight friends who say it's hard to date in Grand Rapids. And I'm sympathetic to a point, and then I just have to say, try being a dyke in West Michigan. I've dated the two people available. Since they're a mother and a daughter, that got ugly real fast. I mean, it was hot, but ugly. You know, I'll leave you with this. I'm not a political person, but I do have an awareness of what's going on in the world, and I can't help. I sincerely believe that it is only a matter of time before we'll all be able to love whomever we want, we'll all be able to kiss whomever we want, we'll all be able to have sex with whomever we want, and it won't just be called college. I'm Katie Palomino. Thank you.
I think the Gulf War was just as boring as the sport. The golf clap sounds like something you get after having sex with Tiger Woods. Thank you. I have a skill when it comes to women. I can tell if the one I'm talking to is a lesbian within 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. See, because the thing about straight women, they don't talk to me for that long. I don't think gay people should be able to adopt. Because, I mean, if they start adopting kids, I mean, what are they going to do next? Start adopting dogs? It's fucking ridiculous. Not Am I America? I don't mean that. I don't fucking care. Poltergeists are mean-spirited. Do robots have coping mechanisms too? No. Pissing off PETA is as easy as shooting fish in a barrel. Here's a question. It's rhetorical, so no one answer, please. If a married couple goes out of the country on vacation and the man beats his wife, is it still domestic violence? Because it's out of the country. It doesn't count. That's on foreign soil. That's international violence. Went to the eye doctor a few days ago, and I hate it because it's never like good news, the eye doctor. It's always your vision is getting slightly worse, and you need new glasses. And then they sell you new glasses. It's awful. Like, I can't wait till I'm completely blind so I never have to go back to that place. Like, imagine what that's going to be like when you finally go blind. You go in, they say, oh, well, you're blind now, so you don't need to come and see us anymore because you can't. Do you want to buy some new sunglasses? They'll still get you. Here's a little fact for you. Humans evolved eyebrows to keep sweat out of their eyes before we invented shit to do that. Which means that people with a unibrow have a third eye. So keep that in mind if you make fun of them. Actually, keep that out of your mind because they'll read it with their third eye. I think we should really call rape kits something else. Rapists don't need help. I regret telling that joke. Can we like go back in time to where I didn't do that? No, okay. Let's keep going. I'm not very good with women, if you could tell. My friend, I've been like trying to learn from him because like women find him irresistible. Like they cannot resist his charm because he's a rapist. 2 rape jokes. That's what you get in an open mic. Thank you. 1 out of 4 children in the U.S. are overweight, and 3 out of 4 children in the U.S. will let them know. I don't want to sound racist. Why is it always the poor families that are fat? You look so confused. It's okay, that one's new. You could use some workshopping. I'll level you. You could use some workshopping. Thank you. It is true. It's super fucking true. I like to masturbate whenever I'm in a shower, but the bride-to-be hates it. When you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm a 90s kid, because I was born in 92. When I was a kid, I acted like I was 90. Like my first words were, get off my lawn. Birth certificates, we all have them. Which makes them the like lamest participation award. I don't hate kids, but people say babies are miracles, but I think that's an insult to real miracles. Like, I don't hate kids, but I have this one friend who has a daughter, like, cute as a button, well-mannered, poster child, because she's missing. Well, it's okay, they're not gonna find her, she's dead. Because she's not real. She's not real. I'm gonna end on this. I think my time to sleep with a cougar has passed. So I'm 21 years old and I know cougars like young guys, but not young guys look like old guys. So my hairline's at least 38 with the 401k and 2 kids. Got the body of a 21-year-old, the hairline of a 38-year-old, and the will to live of an 80-year-old. I'm the total package. $1. Thank you.
Start off with a stripper joke. You guys like those?
Yeah.
Cool. Fantastic. When I was 19, my friends brought me out to a strip club. I hate strip clubs. I've never understood it. It just, you pay money and then you like dry hump for maybe like 5 minutes. Might as well just take a girl on a date. But so they bring me to a strip club, and we used to go to Albion College, and that's near Jackson, so you can understand what the strippers look like. So they find me one hot one, and they're like, "Nolan, it's your birthday. Let's get you a lap dance." I'm like, "I really don't want it." And the next thing I know, I'm in the VIP room. She goes like, "Well, what do you want to do?" I'm like, "Well, I haven't had sex in a while." She's like, "I don't do that. I'll give you a blowjob or a hand job, but I'm not a whore." That's kind of what a whore. Never mind. You're a stripper. Why am I trying to reason with you? So, needless to say, I got the blowjob package. It's a good package. Plan B, as I like to call it. And as a professional, she says, "Don't come inside my mouth. You can come anywhere else you want, just not inside my mouth." I'm like, "Okay, fine." And she goes like, "Man, easy spot probably on my tits." So, needless to say, I come on her tits. And then, like a professional, she takes like basically. Remember that recycled paper you used to have in elementary school that did about as much as like newspaper did? She just uses that, wipes her tits, goes back out on the dance floor. She just enjoys herself. Next thing I know, my buddy goes like, "Oh, how was the dance, man? Dude, I think about getting from the same strip." I'm like, "It was really, really, really good, man. Just go right ahead, do your thing." So we're in the car later, and he goes like, "Did you get like the VIP package?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got that." And he goes like, "Oh man, that was so nice, just sucking on that girl's tits for 5 minutes." And that's one story about how one of my friends accidentally ate my cum. I really wish companies used slogans that actually better represent what their company actually does. Like, Nike, feels like you're running on child labor. Apple, made from Asian thumbs. McDonald's, enjoy your sludge. Kleenex, we pick up more cum than snot. Bengay, making Ben's life tough in middle school. I like living in Michigan because you get to point to your hand to show people where you live. That's actually something I've gotten used to. It's why I couldn't live in a place like Florida. Like, "Oh, you just moved? Where's your new house?" Like, "Oh, I'm about halfway down the coastline." If I had a little bit more money, I'd move down by Miami. Interesting geography note. If you're Jamaican, you're down here. That's a geography joke. It's not a dick joke. It's just a little geography joke. It's a little bit of a dick joke. It's a big dick joke. It's a little dick joke about a big dick and a little geography joke. My mom was actually trying, like, I'm from Michigan, but I have no idea where anywhere is, because people just get to point to wherever. "Where are you at?" And they're like, "I'm right here." And you like pretend you care. You're like, "Yeah, okay." My mom's trying to show me where Lowell is. Lowell? And she's pointing around, and I'm like, "It's not even an urban area, right?" She goes, "No, it's rural." Rural? Rural? Rural. Rural? Rural, right? Yeah. Rural? Rural. That doesn't sound right. Rural? Rural? This guy's fucking with me. Alright, fuck that joke. I'm gonna tell this joke because it's topical, and there's a guy here that hates topical humor. Have you heard of the condom challenge? It's what kids are doing now. You open up a condom, you unwrap it, and you shove it up your nose. And you gotta pull it out of your mouth.
No one else has heard of this. I'm the only one that has the fucking internet. It's what kids are doing, so I tried it. And it broke in my head. I had no problem getting the condom out. The problem was getting the Plan B pill up there. It worked. I quit smoking. I quit smoking cigarettes 33 days, 12 hours, and 6 minutes ago. I really hate it. It's really awful. For anyone that's smoking here that wants to quit, don't. It sucks. It sucks a lot. There's good things, and there's bad things. There's bad things about the good things. Rural? There's good things I can smell. The bad thing is I'm in Michigan. Here. This whole place smells. I thought it was just Muskegon. This whole state smells like that. I think everyone else is a smoker. Alright, I know we've had some really terrible jokes here, so I'm gonna keep that going. You know it's easier to get a US citizenship if you already have diabetes? The process goes faster. Find a different one. Jackie Chan does all of his own stunts because it's hard to find two Chinese guys that look alike. They're all so racist. Like you're such upstanding, white, well-spoken citizens. Rural? Non-urban area. Like in the country, in the sticks. Rural. Rural? 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 What am I saying wrong? They say marijuana needs water and sunlight to grow. So, why does it make me want to sit in my basement and drink Mountain Dew? Pussy is like moose. Grammatically. If you were talking about more than one, you would still use the singular. I used to get a lot of pussy in high school. Look at that field of moose. They're filming a new reality show in Battle Creek about the high murder rate there. I had no idea Battle Creek had a huge murder rate. It's like the worst crime that they have there. Battle Creek is, of course, where they have the Kellogg's plant. It's where they make cornflakes. It's where they make Frosted Flakes. Like I wouldn't think that that murder would be the worst crime there. I would have thought it was rape. That one works too. The cadence of this one is just so bad, Brian. I don't think I'm making it on the episode. No. Why doesn't anyone ever walk in on me while I'm doing something dignified? I couldn't always be masturbating. Alright, one more joke. I'm out of here. And they're really short, so you can go kill yourself or whatever. So, in order to kill a werewolf, you need a silver bullet. So, why weren't we all overrun with werewolves before the invention of the gun? I have an idea for that. Maybe we all were werewolves. Maybe we all were werewolves. Fuck! My name's Jimmy. I need a ride home.
I got a flat tire for my birthday, so that was exciting. And I just got it fixed a week ago. So that was kind of a milestone. That's the longest I've ever owned a donut. Huh? Jokes, huh? I was driving up here, guys. Beautiful weather outside. Driving up, had all 4 windows rolled down. Driving up with my arm out the window, you know, like we used to do when we were kids, and let the wind come into your shirt, fill up your shirt, and you got to see what you look like when you look like me. You know? But for me, it doesn't really do anything, which was disappointing, although I did figure out that my buttonholes whistle. So I've gotten really proficient at playing the shirt flute. You know how sometimes like a musician will pick up an instrument and they'll say like, the song was just in there, you know, it just took me to bring it out. You know, the song was in the instrument. And that's what I kind of felt like with me and the shirt flute. Except the only song I could get it to play was ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Jokes, huh? It's getting warm outside, guys. It's getting warm out there. Time to break out the old bathing suits, right? Breaking out the bathing suits. I got to see my first tube top of the season. Pretty excited about that. Although she was kind of a big girl, so this was more of a tunnel top. She did have the wherewithal to match it to her jorts. Jorts stands for giant shorts, right? No? It's time to get out the bathing suits, guys. For us big guys, it's usually the 3-piece suit. The 3-piece suit, I'll explain, guys. The big guys, usually it starts with, of course, the basketball shorts. Because they don't make swim trunks big enough for me. Which is really weird. They shouldn't call them basketball shorts because really nothing athletic is ever going to happen in these shorts. Right? Unless, of course, they're referring to my resemblance as a basketball on the surface of the water. And then, of course, there's the oversized t-shirt, which is exciting for us big guys that we get to wear an oversized t-shirt. We don't have to tuck it in. All the big guys you see wearing V-neck shirts, they didn't start out that way. They're just tucked in, right? Like, the shirt might have been born a regular shirt, but it's gonna die a V-neck. So there's that. And then of course the third piece to the 3-piece suit, that's just your peace of mind knowing I won't be at your pool party. Jokes. No? All right. I don't like going to the bathroom in public restrooms, guys. I don't know if anybody else has an issue with this, but in a public restroom, I always panic if I don't see a urinal immediately. Like I've wandered into the women's room by mistake, right? And there's no way I'm going to play that off, right? Any woman that sees me accidentally wander into a woman's restroom isn't going to be like, oh, it was an honest mistake. They're going to be like, he meant to be here and I need to not be.